Hello world! Today I'm here to review the Soul Fitness R92 Recumbent exercise bike. I've had this bike for a little under a year now, and I've probably ridden it at least bare minimum 3,000 miles, and probably lost about 100 pounds using this thing. Maybe more, but I've ridden it quite a bit, and just come right out with it. This is an excellent exercise bike. I use it to watch TV and exercise at the same time. I think the recumbent sit down position is great for that. And I'm going to go ahead now, run you through some features and some things I like and don't like about this bike. Now let's start by talking about the seat. This is a very comfortable seat. It is sort of like a vinyl leather. It's not real leather, it's more of a vinyl. It's got a thick, hard pad. It's very comfortable to sit on for a long time. I wouldn't want to sit on hard plastic or a thinner pad, so I really like that. The one thing I do not like is you can see here that it has, I think, yeah, 14 locking positions. It appears to be a slider, like as if it could lock into position in any position that it wants. But the truth is, it has positions. You can hear it lock in. And that may not seem like a big deal, but I'm sort of at an awkward height where no real position feels all that comfortable to me. I find myself when I'm riding for a long time changing how far back I am because nothing is really comfortable where my feet and my legs extend the right distance every time. So that's I wish it would just lock wherever I wanted it to stop, but it's not a deal breaker. It's just something that I think would make it more comfortable if it wasn't dedicated to being locked into a position. You can also see here we've got the pulse, heart rate sensors. You hold on to those, it will give you your pulse and your heart rate percentage. I don't really know what that means in terms of percentage of what, but got a couple of cup holders. I'm gonna go to the front now. Let's see. Okay, so we're here with the controls, the control panel. It's got 20 different resistance levels, 1 being the easiest, 20 being the hardest. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different modes. You got manual, which basically stays at one level and you can adjust it on the fly. That is what I do the most, is the manual. Caps out at 90 minutes, which is kind of an annoying feature. But if you hurry up and hit start again really quick, it will keep track of how much how far you've gone and how many calories you've burned and stuff. But it will only do a 90-minute timer for some reason. You got a hill mode. You can see, it gets progressively harder and then easier over the course of time that you set. Got a fat burn mode, which builds you up, stays hard for a while, and then goes back down at the end. Cardio mode, that's peaks and valleys, but stays relatively hard. Strength builds you up, stays hard at the end, and then kind of a quick decline at the end. And an interval mode, which is your real peaks and valleys throughout. So you can also maintain 2 different users to keep your weights and ages and that kind of stuff different, because it measures your calories and stuff based on your weight. I'm guessing that heart rate percentage is where your age comes into place. Also got a couple of heart rate modes. I'm guessing that's what they are, HR1 and 2. I've never used them, to be honest, but it says 60% and 80%. So I'm guessing the point of that is to try and force you to maintain a heart rate. So you'd probably have to be holding on to the sensors the whole time. You've also got speakers up top and a fan. The fan is more or less useless. I mean, you can feel it. It's basically like the computer fan on a PC. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. It's just got the one speed on or off. The speakers connect down here. They provide a wire, and I don't know why you would do this, but you could then you can plug your phone or MP3 player if you still have one into this, and then plug your headphones into there. I don't know why you would include a middleman. The speakers are okay. They sound kind of hollow. You can hear them over the actual exercise, which isn't insanely loud. It You can hear the seat isn't super tight, so you can hear it sort of moving. It's doing it more than when I actually exercise with the filming. It's a relatively quiet bike. Another little gripe that I have is this container area doesn't really, it's not really big enough to hold anything. Like phones these days are pretty big, and they don't sit particularly well in there. I have a decent sized hand. I'd say that's probably like 4.5, probably 4.5 inches. So yeah, that is not great. It could be deeper or perhaps wider. I know they need to make room for your legs, but I think there's enough clearance there for a little more, or maybe raise the panel up. Anyway, that's a gripe, not a big deal, but it's something that could be better. There's also a little like catch platform here for, I don't think you could fit many books and maybe a thin tablet. It's not really thick. I'd say half an inch, maybe, just a guess. So that covers that. It's always plugged in up front. The pedals have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different locking positions for how wide your feet are. There is a handle on the back to lift it up and move it with wheels. I think that covers it. This is a great bike. I think I bought it for about $1,000. I don't know what it goes for now. I'm sure you can go to their website and figure it out. But I definitely buy it again. I tried a lot of bikes out in the stores, and I think this is probably worth the extra money over a lot of other bikes. I don't think I'd buy a bike that was under $400 or $500. There's a Schwinn 270 model or something that looks pretty good, but this was head and shoulders above the other ones. I wanted it to last a long time, and I think that this will. I haven't had any problems with it. The seat doesn't really show any signs of wear, and I've been riding this thing 15 to 20 miles a time on the thing that tracks it on there. So, 3,000-4,000 miles I've probably ridden this thing, and it still looks about as good as the day I bought it. So I would highly recommend this bike. If you're looking to make a long-term investment in a recumbent exercise bike, I think the Soul R92 is a good decision, and it could use some features, maybe a cooler screen, but that sort of stuff kind of gets into a really high commercial type price range. Like I said, I wish the seat wasn't dependent on locking into positions, but would just lock wherever you like it. And I wish that the cup holder or the phone holder up front was bigger. But other than that, it's a great bike, and I'd buy it if I were you looking for a recumbent. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.